Hi everyone, it's Nadia from YARNutopia. Today we are making number 190 granny square of our 365 days of granny squares. This one is called Mini Moon Square and it is designed by Claire over at Bee Hook Witch. So you make sure you check out that link at the bottom of my blog where you'll find her written pattern. You can follow along. She's got photos and where you need to mark your stitches because I marked my stitch and then I kind of messed up a little bit. So make sure you look at her pattern so you can see where you mark your stitches and how to make this beautiful design. This is really cute. I actually modified mine, so we're using half double crochets and double crochets, and in the moon part we're using single crochets and slip stitches to make this cool crescent design. But in these last few rounds I modified it to make it bigger. I added a round, so you could add as many rounds as you need to make this as big as you want. These last couple rounds are just a traditional solid granny square stitch, so you can follow along to make yours as big as you need to. But this is a really cool moon design, and tonight there's going to be a crescent moon, so that's really cool. The colors I'm using today are just Red Heart Super Saver yarn, just in scraps. We literally only need just a little bit of scrap, so I have just 10 ply worsted weight yarn. This is just a regular 10 ply, I guess you could use a double knitting yarn as well if you wanted to. I am also going to demonstrate this in an H size crochet hook, which is 5 millimeters, so make sure you have that handy. You could use a bigger or smaller hook if your tension is different, but I'm demonstrating with an H hook. We are also going to need a yarn needle and a scissor because we're going to cut our yarn and sew in our ends, and these tools just come in handy in this whole project. One thing I wanted to mention though when I was making this is that my square kind of turned out a little tipped. So I think if one tip that I wanted to share with you is if you turned your work, once you start these last 3 rounds, if you turn your work and work the opposite way, and then the next round turn your work back and work the other way, and then turn your work and work the opposite way, I think then your square won't turn and make it a little bit slanted. If that's something you wanted to try out, you can totally do that, because I've done granny squares before where I've turned my work and it doesn't come out as a slanted design. So that's really a really good tip to use in crochet. So it's just a little, you know, tip and trick for you. But before we start, I do want to mention there are links in the description of this video, so make sure you're checking out those links. The link to my blog, like I said, where you get the written pattern for this. Make sure to check out Claire's design on Ravelry. It's going to be called Mini Moon Square, so you can see that at the bottom of my blog. There's also a link to my Facebook and Instagram. Make sure to follow me on both platforms and share your work. Share your work in the comment section of today's post where you see this square. The comment with your photo. Let me know what you liked about this square and what you did differently. If you did add this round or if you added more rounds, let me see what you did, and I'd like to see the colors you come up with as well. You can also share your work on Instagram and hashtag 365 days of granny squares and hashtag YARNutopia so I can see your work, and I'll go double tap them and comment on my favorites. You can also follow me on Snapchat. And one last thing, I want to say a big thank you to my dad, Fuad, Azmat, for taking the time to make these squares and make our videos with us. He is our videographer, editor, and photographer for all of our squares and for all of our videos. So make sure you leave him a comment and make sure to subscribe to our channel. Click that red subscribe button, like this video, and you'll get the update on when we post our next vid. So have a great day, everybody, and let's get started in making number 190 granny square. Let's start out by making a slip knot. So put your short end over your long end, fold this down, and then pull that through. Pull tight, insert your hook, and we can start. To start off, we're going to make a circle. So you can start off with a magic ring instead of making this slip knot if you'd like. But I'm going to chain 2, so yarn over, pull through, 1 and 2. And then in the second chain from the hook, we are going to put 12 half double crochets. So the loop on the hook doesn't count as anything, so the second chain from the hook, this one is 1 and this one is 2. So this is the second chain from the hook right here. We're going to yarn over, go into that chain, yarn over and pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. Okay, that is a half double crochet. So we have to make 12 of those. So that was 1. So yarn over, go back into that same chain, yarn over and pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. That's 2. Yarn over, go back into that chain, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. That's 3. Yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. That's 4. This is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And you can see here, now I'm in a round circular form here, just like this. I kind of worked all the way around. And now we're back to the beginning. So we are going to we're not going to join, actually. I'm sorry. I thought we were going to slip stitch to the beginning, but the pattern says to actually single crochet into the first stitch. So go back 12 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right into this stitch here. We're going to insert our hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through. But now we're going to yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Just like that. That's our single crochet. Okay, so now we're going on to round 2. After you've made that single crochet, I'm going to set this down and I'm going to grab a stitch marker or another color piece of yarn. And I'm going to mark that stitch because we are going to use that later. So I'm just going to put a different, if you have a legit stitch marker, you can do it that way, but I'm just going to put a different color piece of yarn into that single crochet that we just made, okay? Then what I'm going to do is, let's see here, change to the second color, so the color that we want to make our moon. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is pull this up, remove my hook, grab my new color, hook that, put that loop back on my hook and pull this through, kind of like a chain 1, okay, and then pull this tight, and now we have this new color on. Now we're going to single crochet into the next stitch, so go into this next stitch right over here. Okay, so you can see our blue, my color is blue. This first one, single crochet, is in this stitch, so now we're going to go into this stitch right here, go in, okay, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, I lost my stitch marker in that process, so I'm just going to pull that back through that first single crochet of round 2 with my old color. Then what I'm going to do is turn this over, cut my old color, and then tie these 2 in a knot. Okay, so my new color and my old color. You don't have to tie knots if you don't want to, but I'm just going to secure this like that. So now we are rolling. Going on to the next step, we are going to put 2 half double crochets into the next stitch. So yarn over, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. And again, yarn over, go back into that same stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Then we are going to put in the next stitch a half double crochet and 2 double crochets, so 3 stitches all in this next stitch. So yarn over, go into this next stitch, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Okay, now we have to put 2 double crochet into that same stitch. So yarn over, go into that same stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, that's a double crochet. Again, yarn over, go into the same stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, so there's a half double crochet and 2 double crochets all in that same stitch there. Now in the next stitch, we're going to put 3 double crochets. So yarn over, go into this next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Again, yarn over, go into the same stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. And again, another double crochet in that same stitch. Okay, so 3 double crochets in there. In the next stitch, we're going to put 2 double crochet and a half double crochet. So yarn over, go into this next stitch for 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, and in the same stitch, we're going to put a half double crochet. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Then in the next stitch, we're going to put 2 half double crochets. So yarn over, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. And again, another half double crochet. Then in the next stitch, we are going to put a single crochet. So just insert your hook, yarn over, pull through 2. And now we're in the next stitch, we're just going to slip stitch. So go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, and through. And then we're going to fasten off. So chain 1, cut this yarn, pull that all the way through, and pull tight. So this is what it should look like. You have your moon. You can decide which way you want it to be. So you can have your moon facing this way, or your moon facing this way. I'm going to have it facing this way. Okay, so now you want to join your first color that you used in the center here. This, I used blue. So you want to grab that color, that same color, and join it to the stitch with the marker in it. So right in here. So I'm going to remove this stitch marker. I'm going to put my hook in there, and then I'm going to hook on my new color, or the same color, I guess. Hook that on, and now we're attached. Now we are going to chain up 3, 1, 2, 3, and that counts as our first double crochet of this round. Now in the same stitch, this round we're going to start making our square shape. So we're going to double crochet into the same stitch. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. And again, or I'm sorry, not again, we're going to actually chain 2 first. So yarn over, pull through, 1, yarn over, pull through, 2. And now, again, we are going to put 2 double crochet into that same stitch. So yarn over, go back into that same stitch, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. And again, double crochet. So it looks like, so this is our corner, so this looks like 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet, because that chain of 3 counts as a stitch. Now we are going to double crochet into the next stitch, which is the first stitch of the moon part here. Okay, so if you see there's like a little chain 1 right there, we're going to skip over that. That's where we joined our 2 colors. So I'm going to go into this single crochet right here, and I'm going to make a double crochet. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Then we're going to put a half double crochet in the next 3 stitches. So half double crochet is yarn over, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. So the next 3 stitches. So that was 1, next stitch, 2, next stitch, 3. Now in the next stitch, we are going to make our corner. So it's going to be 2 double crochet. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So 1 and 2. Then chain 2, and then put 2 more double crochet in that same stitch. 1 and 2. Okay, then in the next stitch we're going to double crochet, and then in the next 3 stitches we are going to put a half double crochet. So 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to just repeat what we just did. So in the next stitch, we're going to put our corner. So it's 2 double crochet. So 1 and 2, then chain 2, 1, 2, and then 2 more double crochet in that same stitch. So 1 and 2. Then we have to put a double crochet into the next stitch. And then we have to put a half double crochet in the next 3 stitches. So half double crochet 1, half double crochet 2, and half double crochet 3. Now in the next stitch we're going to make our corner. So we're going to put 2 double crochet, 1, 2, then chain 2, 1, 2, and then 2 more double crochet, 1 and 2. Okay, now this next part, this last side here, my next double crochet is actually going to go into this stitch right here. So the slip stitch is in there, but I'm going to work into the stitch from round 1. So I'm going to put a double crochet in there. Okay, you can try to work your double crochet into the slip stitch right here, but it's going to be very difficult. So I'm just going to go into the stitch from round 1 and make a double crochet. And then we're going to make a half double crochet in the rest of the stitches, which are 3 stitches. So 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. Then we're going to slip stitch to the chain up 3 here, 1, 2, 3, right at the top. Just insert your hook like that, then yarn over, pull through, and through. And now I'm going to change color. You can decide if you're not going to change color. If you're not, just slip stitch into this next stitch and into this chain 2 space of the corner, and then chain up, let's see here, chain up 2 and go on to round 4 with me. But I'm going to fasten off here, so chain 1, cut that, pull it through, pull tight. I'm going to grab a new color. Look at how cute that looks though. It's like a little mini applique. You could put this on like a little, like a baby blanket or something, just like that. That's really cute. But I'm going to grab a new color and then we'll go on to round 4. I'm going to start this next round in this corner here, and I'm going to pick up my new color, and then I'm going to hook that on my hook and pull it through. And like I said, chain up 2, so yarn over, pull through, 1 and 2, and that counts as our first half double crochet of this round. And in the same corner space, we're going to put a half double crochet, so yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. Now we're going to chain 2, so yarn over, pull through, 1 and 2, and we're going to put 2 more half double crochet into the same space. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. So 1 and 2. Now we're going to put 1 half double crochet in each of the next 8 stitches, which should be all the stitches on the side. So let's count. Yarn over, go into this first stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3. That's 1. Next is 2. Next is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Alright, now we're in the next chain 2 space of the corner, and we're going to put 2 half double crochet, so 1 and 2, then chain 2, 1, 2, and then put 2 more half double crochet into that same chain 2 space, just like that. And then just repeat what we did on this side for this side and each side around. So just 1 half double crochet in each of the next 8 stitches. You may need to scoot these over just a little so you can see that first stitch there, so don't miss out on that one. So get 1 half double crochet in each of the next 8 stitches, and then in the corner chain 2 space put 2 half double crochet, chain 2, and 2 half double crochet, and then just repeat. So I'll meet you up at the end of this round and we'll go on to round 5 together. Alright, when you come back around, you just want to slip stitch to this beginning chain up 2 right here. 1, 2. So I'm just going to put my hook in there and then yarn over, pull through and through. Alright, at this point I am not going to change color, but you can if you want to. At this point, it's a very simple round. We're just doing a double crochet round, repeating the last round basically, but doing it in double crochet. So chain up 3, 1, 2, 3, and then double crochet into this next stitch here. If you want to, you could change color and start in a corner, but I'm just going to double crochet into this next stitch right here. And then in the corner, we're going to put 2 double crochet. So yarn over, go into the corner, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and again, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Then we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and then put 2 more double crochet in there. So 1 and 2. Okay, and now we're just going to double crochet into the next 12 stitches. So let's count here. Let's make sure we have to scoot this over so we can see this first stitch. Right there, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's 1, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, then we're at this next chain 2 space of the corner. We're going to put 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, then chain 2, 1, 2, and then 2 more double crochet into that same corner, just like that. And then we're just going to repeat. So put a double crochet in the next 12 stitches, and then in the chain 2 of the corner, we're putting 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet. Super simple round, so I'll meet you up at the end of this round. Okay, when you're finished with this round, just slip stitch to the beginning chain up 3 right here. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and through. At this point, I am going to fasten off this color. So chain 1, cut your yarn, pull that through and pull tight. The end of the pattern for the written pattern by Claire is finished, so this is what her finished square will look like if you follow along with her pattern. But stick with me, and I'm going to do one more round because my square isn't as big as I want it to be. So we can just repeat round 5 to make this square as big as we want. So I'm going to go right into a corner. I'm going to pick up my new color, and we're just going to repeat round 5. So chain up 3, 1, 2, 3, put a double crochet into the same space, chain 2, 1, 2, and then put 2 more double crochet into the same space. So 1 and 2. And now we're just going to double crochet into each stitch on the side. I believe it will be 16, but let me count here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Yep, that was right. So now we're going to chain 2 space of this next corner. So we're going to put 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet. So this is similar to the granny square, a solid granny square on these last few rounds here. So it's just like how we did the solid granny square for number 2 granny square in this series. So that's just these last few rounds is just a solid granny square style where we're just stitching in each stitch, and in the corners we're putting 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet. So I'm going to do that for this round, and then I'm going to meet you up when we're about to fasten off. Alright, when you're finished with this round, just slip stitch to the beginning, chain up 3, just like I showed you in the last round, and we can fasten off. So just yarn over, pull through and through, chain up 1, cut that yarn, continue to pull that through, pull tight, and sew in your ends. Just yarn your needle and sew in your ends. I always tell you, sew them in as you go or right when you're finished with a square, because you don't want to sew them in at the end of your big project, whatever you're making. If you're making a cardigan, if you're making a blanket, you know what, this would be such a cute one if you make a bunch of these ones and make them in a baby blanket. I think that would be so adorable. That is so cute. So there you have it. Number 190 Granny Square is complete. Thank you to Claire for allowing us to use this pattern in our project. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and check out the moon tonight because it's going to look like this. It's going to be a little crescent moon tonight. So check out the moon tonight. Have a great rest of your day, and as always, happy hooking!